I said that one time a long time ago, man. My dad always told me like that's, especially as a black man, you got to have good credit, man, because that's you're already up against it just by how you present yourself, just who you are, right? But if you don't have good credit, that means on paper that you don't look good either. So you just out here just
in person and on paper, you ain't shit.
Yeah. There you go, in a roundabout way. That's exactly what he was saying. You know what I mean? So it's tough, man, if you don't fulfill your obligations. That's ultimately what credit is, man. It's just doing what you promised you was going to do. I know a lot of times when people get credit extended to them, they don't necessarily read the documentation or look
or it's just not a priority, right?
Yeah.
So if you think about everything that you're paying, right, and you short on funds, you're going to prioritize where you live and how you're going to get to work. So usually that's your rent and then that's your car. Mm-hmm. Everything else you potentially can live without paying, right?
Yeah.
Besides your water, electric, things like that. So unfortunately, the first thing to fall off is credit cards, loans that for like personal usage. If it doesn't affect you immediately, that's what people tend to do is stop paying those things.
Correct.
Which, if you think about it, I mean, it's a smarter way to do things, but at the same time, you have to figure out the way to meet your obligation. If you said that you were going to borrow this money and pay it back, borrow it and pay it back. If that means that you got to get a second job temporarily, then do it.
Yeah, and the funny thing,
or get you a little hustle.
Yeah, the funny thing is too, man. I think honestly, when it comes to that, because I don't know, man. My dad always told me, man, just excuses, right? I'm not a man of excuses, man. You got to get the shit done.
Right.
And so when it comes to stuff like that, man, we've all had hard times, things that you're trying to get through, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul to make ends meet. But a lot of times, man, if you're up front, if you call these companies and let them know and say, hey, man, I'm having a tough spot, they'll look out.
They will.
They will. They'll let you, okay, hey, man.
They have hardships.
Yeah, they have hardship programs. They'll say, hey, if you could put a little bit on it, we can work it out where you pay it back over a period of time. Yep. But a lot of times people just, in silent, they just want to just maneuver and go against what they initially agreed upon.
That's that
pride,
and
without
baby.
You actually calling and having a conversation, exactly, you're putting yourself in a worse spot.